Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is your boy. Wait a minute. No, that's not it. Let's try that again. Take two. What's up, you Antarctic weasels? No, wait a minute. That's not it either. Shit. Okay, take two. What is up, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. And, you know, I wanted to talk about this thing that's been kind of an itch right on the side of my ass that just won't stop eating at me. And you know what? I was in the toilet earlier. I was taking one of those epic shits, which just so happens to be when a guy takes a shit, especially if it's an epic shit, one of those that he can enjoy to a great extent, okay? They are some of the most mind-clearing moments of a guy's life. I'm telling you. And sometimes after taking a really good dump and we get a lot of that bullshit out of our system, you know, we tend to think a little bit more clearly, and we can, we could just think about the true subject at hand. And so with that being said, before I moved on from taking a dump to grooming myself down there, because it was 2 whole months before I groomed myself, so it looked like I had a beard on my balls, and it was actually pretty crazy. Yeah. I think a cat's hairball would have sufficed. But anyway, I wanted to basically talk about this damn day one patch that just so happens to be 50 gigs. Now the game itself is 50 gigs. So it leads me to believe, at least to a certain extent, that they might have some more content in this day one patch that is going to go up sometime on day one, obviously. I'm thinking that it's going to go up around the same time, if not exactly the same time, as to when the zombies Easter eggs get put up, because Treyarch is trying to avoid as many spoilers as possible. So even though people are playing offline and people are leaking stuff, and the thing is this, they're hiding the Easter eggs for the zombies mode up until sometime in day one, which is probably going to be, I think, at 10 Pacific, and which would be 1 Eastern. So on the 12th. Last time I read. And that leads me to think that, well, first of all the zombies Easter eggs are not going to be 50 gigs. That's just way too much. So I'm sure there's going to be a couple things in Blackout as well that are going to be in that patch, Blackout related, and obviously multiplayer related. So that leads me to believe, or at least leads me to think, that there's going to be a couple of pieces of extra content that are going to be added that we are not going to be spoiled of until we get the game in our hands and play it for ourselves. So pretty soon the embargo is going to lift, and pretty soon people that have the hard copy of the game already are going to be posting videos, and pretty soon after that, whenever that embargo goes up, is people are going to be starting to stream the game. And even with that being said, I don't think this day one patch is going to be live yet. So we're not really going to see everything that is meant that the game consists of, at least in theory, up until that day one patch gets released. And I really don't have that many doubts. I think that we're going to get a couple more pieces of content. Now, in terms of what pieces of content, I'm not entirely sure. But if we're talking multiplayer, I'm thinking maybe a couple of extra guns here and there, or maybe guns that don't have operator mods will have operator mods. Maybe an extra score streak or two. Hater. VSAT. Blackbird. Yeah. Yeah. Visa, Blackbird, Hater, whatever you want to call it. I see nothing but that in the comments after the score streaks got leaked. So we'll see. Because as of right now, other than the fact that a couple of the things that we got in the beta, or that we didn't get in the beta, there hasn't been that much more, but except for the maps and all that kind of good stuff, and maybe a couple weapons here and there, like a couple shotguns and snipers and pistols and all that. But the thing is, even if there is no extra content, I personally myself will still be happy, because it is a Treyarch game. They know how to make Call of Duty games. Their Call of Duty games feel really good and play very well. So there's very little to no doubt that the game is going to be awesome on all fronts. But with that being said, that 50 gigs sticks out like a huge ass cock in a cock size contest. Okay, I'm telling you, it's you can't simply ignore it. It's right there in front of your face, and it's like, hey, you know, there's something here. You know, so it can't just be Easter eggs. It can't just be little updates here and there that are going to balance the game. There's got to be more to it than that. So I personally think it's content. I really do. A couple more fixes, I'm sure, and stuff like that, and balances here and there, sure. But again, 50 freaking gigs, man. How big are updates when we usually get them? Whenever the game gets patched, I mean, how big can the patch be? I think the biggest patch we've ever had, unless I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me on this, but I think the largest patch we've ever had is like less than 10 gigs, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, even if we've had more, even if the patches that we've ever gotten were larger than that, 50 gigs again is a whole other game. If this entire game is 50 gigs, then the game itself is a whole other game. So another 50 gigs. So I can't help but think that we're gonna get a few more pieces of content. So because you know, again, Treyarch is doing their absolute best to leave a lot of the game not spoiled, and maybe there's a couple things here in multiplayer that we're gonna get. I mean, and on top of that, Treyarch, they are known to listen, and one of the score streaks that has been by far the most popular and the most let's say the most requested among fans, especially Black Ops fans more than Call of Duty fans than anything, is that VSAT, and we don't have it as of now, and who knows, they might have left that out on purpose. And again, it would be the first Black Ops game in the series to not have a VSAT, or a hater, or a Blackbird, or whatever you want to call it. So, so yeah, and again, one of the reasons why I'm just talking about the score streak for the most part is because that's one of the things that everybody seems to be talking about. For me personally, I mean, it'd be good to have it, but even if we didn't, it wouldn't make that much of a difference because there's already so many different ways to get recon in this game in terms of the specialists and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how everything turns out. I am happy from the leaks to announce that free-for-all is in the game, so I'm extremely happy about that. And in terms of kill confirmed, I hope that the tags are worth 100 and kills will be worth 50. Confirms will be worth 100, and then denies will be worth, what is it, 25 or something like that. So so yeah, less than 24 hours to go, guys and gals. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I'm really curious about that day 1 patch, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get out of it. But at the same time, I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. But damn, it's still 50 motherfucking gigs, man. Anyway, let me know down in the comment section what you think. You think there's something hidden in those 50 gigs? Or am I just full of shit? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. And as always, if you did, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I could do to make my videos better. I'll catch you guys on the next one.